Hey there folks, Quinn here, Mask Ramen on the internet with another comic book review, and I have here The Core #1. This is part of Top Cow's pilot season. I think this is the first time they ever did one of these pilot seasons. And, you know, the thing was, they create a bunch of books, issue #1s, and, you know, the ones that did well, or people responded to, they sort of continued on. This wasn't one of the ones that continued on. I picked this up because, you know, it's like a sort of space adventure, very Star Wars, very sci-fi, very Star Trek. And this is sort of like my first, I think this was everyone's first introduction to Kenneth Rocafort of Groken fame, Comics Gate Groken fame. I really liked his artwork even back then. You could sort of tell, you know, he's got the stuff. Even though it's a little bit muddied here, or at least compared to what he does now, it's a little bit muddied. Maybe the colorists, or you know, didn't really know what to do with him because it's so far out there. That's one of the things I really liked about it. But it follows this guy, Asimov. He sort of joins this crack team of like some sort of military unit full of aliens, and he's the only human. Humans sort of, this is like their first foray into like alien species and stuff like that. And the core is in reference to like the center of the universe, and like how the core, like the closer you are to the core, the more you sort of expand and look for resources. And that's what they're looking for with the human race, is to consume their resources. So they don't really know how much power that the humans have over these aliens. So he sort of saves his team from being murdered by a different faction of the core, and you know, he's rewarded there, and he's sort of like the first human to sort of do that. It's sort of like almost like a Spectre in a way from like Mass Effect. He was like the first sort of Spectre, I guess, if you're familiar with that. But his father actually understands. He's sort of like this politician guy, a general or whatever. And he knows his power. And, you know, he using his son to sort of further relations with different factions and stuff like that. I give this a 6 out of 10. It's pretty cool. First issue, very cool concepts, sort of concepts that worked in other shows. So that's my review. For more reviews, go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel. And until next time, God bless.